Hello everyone and everywhere, whoever was or will be, I am Red Runner, and today I'm joined by Mega and Trashy.
Yay.
Mod, admin, and owner in the same call? What is this?
Hello. Anyway, we are watching Boba Fett VS Predator today. I am really sick of the Chris Hansen jokes.
I was at the I was at the forefront of taking those jokes. Folks.
Man, the Predator jokes got old really fast.
Yeah,
They
did.
really did.
Honestly, they got old before they even started.
Yep.
I'm not really sure how this fight'll go.
I was in the G1 blog for at least a little bit of it. So it's safe to say it's a little closer than most people would expect, I guess. But from what we can say, it's pretty clear-cut Boba win, but self-destruct. Oh boy, that explosion.
Yeah.
And I know that Predator is kind of weird in how they'll deal with him, because it's not really a specific person, it's more of a species. Or, not exactly species, but like the warriors in general of the species.
They're, as I believe, they said they are pretty much compositing the best feats into what can essentially just be called a quote unquote apex predator.
Yeah, I mean that is a good term for it. It's a pun.
Indeed,
I never thought this character could bring comedy.
That is one from the G1 blog, but it's not it's a joke, more as an actual serious term.
I mean,
anyway,
yeah.
I watched Predator and Predators to get into this because I'm already a massive Star Wars guy. So good movies, yeah.
I watched all 4 of them. Only 2 of them are good.
I watched
the first one.
None of them.
Watch the first one and Predators. I don't know how many of the movies are actually good.
But the less I say about the Predator, the better.
Again, I have watched none of them.
It's the 2018 one, right?
But I do know most Star Wars stuff. I'm not very well versed in the comics stuff, but outside,
okay, so you see, let's come out. So Predator is going to scale to Superman. You see?
Not right. Wrong comics. Wrong. Comics.
Yeah.
But either way, I think Boba Fett will win.
Yeah.
I think we agree. Well, it's not up to us. It's up to these guys, and we might get it right. We might get it wrong. I don't know. But either way, let's start our show.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Boba Fett, the greatest bounty hunter from a galaxy far, far away.
And the Predator, the monstrous manslayer from beyond the stars.
There's nothing quite like the thrill of the hunt, especially when you're chasing that most dangerous game.
Not humans, we're talking face-hugging aliens and space wizards. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find
And
out
I
who
didn't
would
really
win
talk
a
about it, but I'm
death
not
battle.
actually clear on if we're going to be using legends this time.
Throughout the
I
galaxy,
think we
few
will. We
names are
probably
as
will.
famous
But they
as
wouldn't.
Boba Fett.
When you've got the greatest army of all time cloned after you're dead, that's no big
Star Wars
surprise.
jokes they can make in the background, and I'm very curious to see what they use.
Control of the Galactic Republic, the Sith Lords Darth Sidious and Tyrannus secretly organized the construction of a clone army based on the genetic code of the galaxy's greatest bounty hunter at the time, Jango Fett.
On one condition, Django Unchained got to keep one unaltered.
Wrong Django. Wrong Django.
Yeah.
Little murderer just like his
You
pop.
forgot a little
Well,
D at the
that
beginning.
is until Django let it get to his head.
Just as headstrong as
Yeah.
his father, Boba
Making
swore
his way through the
vengeance on
galaxy
Jedi
like his
and
father
devoted his
before him.
life to becoming as deadly an assassin as his forebears.
Yeah, cause the Fets aren't just random badasses, they're Mandalorians. Basically a society completely dedicated to the art of war.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Indeed. In the galaxy's past, Mandalorians have waged war against the Jedi and easily held their own, despite lacking use of the Force.
And what's a self-respecting Mandalorian without his
Really?
Mandalorian armor?
It's just one.
Clearly,
From his
a
dad,
planet
whose armor
Boba
is
Fett
made
by
out of
himself.
Beskar.
Also
No,
known as
no,
Mandalorian
no,
iron, Beskar
no,
is one of the
no.
strongest materials in the
He say?
galaxy, tough enough to
He
resist
said
thermal
planet
detonator blasts and
Mandalorians.
even bolts of lightning that can vaporize people.
Look out, Hulk.
Fed's gimmick is a targeting system.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Fed technically is a vaporization or disintegration rifle as main gear.
Yeah, that's- I'm very certain that's standard Mandalorian gear.
Indispensable tools like a flamethrower, fiber cord whip, mini concussion rocket, laser beam, and forearm blades.
But when Fett wants to take his opponent by surprise, he breaks out the kneecap rocket.
God, literally every inch of him is armed to the fucking teeth.
Wait, why did they cite? Why did they cite Mega Man vs.
Why
Astro
not?
Boy?
So it helps to have a jetpack
Why
for
not?
quick getaways.
Scaling? Scaling?
With a rocket that can
Really?
spacecrafts. He also
Yeah,
has
the
his
butt
trusty
machine guns.
EE3 carbine rifle and blaster pistol, which is powerful enough to vaporize a dude in one shot.
But should an opponent get too close for comfort, or should his jetpack inevitably malfunction, Fett can reacquaint his victims with their maker with his Gatterfy stick, handcrafted by Fett himself as part of a Tusken rite of passage. Kind of like how Jedi make their lightsabers.
Add in your classic flash bombs, sonic bombs, gas bombs, motion sensor bombs, and the uber-powerful thermal detonators, and Fetty's basically a one-man army.
Thermal detonators can annihilate small buildings and even this giant stone bridge. Based on its size and the number of bombs
Alright,
used,
let's
each one
see.
should be packing around 3.5 tons of TNT.
But his weapons
That's
aren't all
that's
that make
not
Fett so
actually that
deadly.
much. I mean it is, but
The
in
hand fighter and
context.
tactician, he'd need
Well,
to
versus
take on
Vader's,
the
that's
Jedi and
not a
steal
lot
their
by our
swords,
standards.
laser
Yeah.
swords for himself.
Yeah.
He outsmarted the Jedi Master Mace Windu as just a child, and we know he's fought multiple Jedi after the Purge. In the old Legends timeline, he even fought Darth Vader twice. The same Vader who can dogfight at near light speed.
There it
That's
is.
why he's decked out with
There
all
we
those
go.
tools to distract and confuse Jedi and their space magic long enough to get a clean kill.
Dummy's back again.
While he has a professional code of honor, when it comes to combat, Fett will use any underhanded tactics he can think of, perfect for fighting honorable Jedi. As my personal hero once said, silly Jedi. If only he was
Oh,
here
it's
right now.
it's
Oh,
yeah, that
he's
that's
fit
cute. That's
as-
cute.
That's probably not good.
Boba can crumple
I
steel doors
I
with
don't
ease.
know that guy's
dummy
name.
takeover shall begin.
Jetpack
The
and
dummy
shot through the
suite.
chest and just
I don't
walked it off.
remember
He
his
was,
name,
and I quote,
but I know
He
people like
survived
him.
Not even the
I know
sword
people
left.
like him.
The
Survived
That's
being
cute.
in the holiday
Space
special.
vagina
Yes,
there it is.
was
sir.
able to hold him. Don't matter the continuity.
Even into middle age, Boba remained a force to be reckoned with. In the older timeline, he led the Mandalorians to victory in the Yuzon Vong War, and even trained the Jedi Jaina Solo to defeat her brother, who just so happened to be a Dark Lord of the Sith. I guess even Boba was able to overcome his
Because that just
anti-Jedi
happens in
prejudices.
Star Wars.
Then Disney axed all that. But who gives a shit when you're sitting pretty on Jabba's throne like an absolute pimp? Or like a panther?
No.
Managed
Yeah.
to defeat
Yeah.
Cad Bane in a duel, possibly the greatest bounty hunter the galaxy had ever seen up until that point.
Second greatest now is, and look at that dodge! Channeling some of that Han shot first energy I see.
So if you ever
No.
find yourself in Fett's crosshairs, don't bother running. You'll only die tired.
All right.
The year was 1987. In the balmy
Let's see.
jungles
FNAF.
I can't get the FNAF edit out of my head. No.
Wait, what? What's that?
The year was 1987.
Little did they
Wait,
know.
have you seen the clip?
Okay.
I can
oh.
show you later. I can show you later.
It's really funny.
The jungle itself was killing him. But in reality, it was a traveler from beyond the stars, a superhuman killing machine whose entire life was devoted
Ugly
to murder.
This
motherfucker.
was a predator, and these men were its prey.
And
I wonder if they'll
they
use the line in the
used
analysis or the
enough
fight.
gnarly gadgets to take Arnie and his
That's the
crew
question.
down.
I
And
hope
the
it's in the
plasma
fight.
caster, a shoulder-mounted
I
laser cannon.
think it
has
could
a
be in the
tracking
fight,
system connected
but
to
I
the
think they
Predator's
should
biohelmet,
change
which
it
allows
at least a
him to
little
see
bit.
X-ray, UV,
It would
and
be a
night
little
vision.
bit
Now they
weird
just
to
have to
hear.
not make a
With the
Predator
Predator's
joke
own
in the
unique way of
analysis.
seeing. through natural infrared sight. Essentially,
So the only goal is to be funny. Got it.
Differences in
True.
heat signatures.
Too bad humans can't do the same, since the Predator's full-body light-bending camouflage makes him invisible to the naked human eye, letting him blend into the shadows and pick off his prey one by one.
He's
But as
clearly
ridiculous as
visible,
that
though.
sounds, the Predator is actually an honorable fighter who relishes the chance to fight up close and personal.
Most of them are.
Risk
They're the
it.
bad bloods,
And
of
guess
course.
what? For as bad as this one Predator was, this dude wasn't even that special. In fact, he was actually kind of a noob. There's a whole planet of these guys.
These are the Yautja. Yautja? Yaucha? Yautja? They never
Many,
actually say it in the
many
movies.
kills.
Yautja society
Yeah.
is based around one thing.
Along with the
hunting.
alien
The
queen's
bigger and
skull
deadlier the
throne.
game, the more honor slaying it brings.
I would say watch.
Yeah, that's the thing. There are just canon crossovers between those
Yeah.
two.
I did watch the movies. I'm not too familiar with what happens in the video games.
Humiliation or death. And since Yautja lifespans can last hundreds of years, that would mean that Elder Hunters have centuries of combat experience and have never been defeated. They have literally kept winning for hundreds of years.
And this is the kind of Predator we're looking at today. The
Okay.
only way to become a fully independent hunter, a blooded hunter, is to slay their equally dangerous rivals, the Xenomorph. With bulletproof skin, acid blood, and retractable penis mouth.
I don't know about that last one.
Take down even the best Yautja
I don't know
hunters.
about that.
Which is why they carry a greatly diversified
Yeah.
arsenal compared to the original Jungle Hunter. These more exotic weapons are earned over the course of numerous successful hunts and are proof of a Yautja's mastery and experience. Like the retractable combi sticks, net guns, and controllable smart discs that vibrate at supersonic speeds.
Allowing them to kill
they
their
both have a lot of
ultimate
arsenal.
equally dangerous rival, Gary Busey.
Arsenal. I doubt all of it's gonna be
That will
used.
disrupt all electronic
I know
devices
not all of it.
forcing
but,
them to
I
We already
use
used a bunch of
their
Boba
turn.
stuff.
We already
in the
got
previous
wristblade,
film.
camouflage, and plasma caster, which is pretty much the basics so far.
This dark
Mm.
And I
plasma the
think the
site
blade
emits
was in there
cannot be
too.
Stopped by conventional
Yeah.
matter. Instead of merely cutting a target, its energy passes through their body, ensuring their victim will die in as little as 4 hits.
That's weird.
Without his
That's
arsenal,
weird.
The Predator is a literal
Gameplay
beast.
mechanics.
He's strong enough to tear through 2 inches of steel like it was tissue paper. Casually invent the first
Schwarzenegger.
Mortal Kombat
Yes,
fatality,
he did.
and give Mother Nature the finger.
Oh,
Lions, tigers,
oh,
and
Stan's
bears. Oh,
Stan's my
shit.
goat.
It helps that Yautja armor is plasma forged, making it incredibly durable.
The Predator is tough enough to tank huge gas explosions and fast enough to dodge laser beams.
But even if a Predator is defeated, he is expected to perform one final rite. Activating
There
a
it is.
countdown to a nuclear explosion that vaporizes everything within 300 city blocks. Based on the size of that blast, this would be exploding with 15 times the energy as the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
So, when a Pred wants you dead, there's no escape. Not even an army of Xenomorphs and their queen are enough to take the toughest Predators down. When even Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger shits his pants in your very presence, you know you're as badass as they come. A goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
What? What?
Come on.
Wait, hold on.
No.
What does that even
Oh,
mean?
it's so close.
No.
We were so
Time for
close.
a
Hold
bad battle!
We were so close.
We were so close to greatness. We were this close.
We were this close. Man, I love this. I love the intro to this fight.
Fish looked like that.
They said weak shit.
I find it really funny that that's like the visor for him.
Really cool.
I find it really funny that they get rid of all of Boba Fett's like really iconic stuff almost immediately.
He does have a lot.
Yeah, he does have.
It's a baby blade.
Ooh. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, they do both have a lot.
You're mine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright.
Huh.
Yeah.
Amateur.
Oh my god!
Oh, we got the energy sight.
Oh my god! And the lightsaber.
He has a
Let's go.
lightsaber.
Oh, that's cool though.
You are one ugly motherfucker.
Oh, they
Yeah,
just
there we
typed it. I feel like they
Saw that
should
one
have.
coming. I mean, if Boomstick isn't gonna say it, man.
Ooh. All right.
Oh, there we go.
I'll be taking this. Fools.
Okay.
You just tanked it.
Yeah, you just tanked that shit.
Huh.
I guess the armor's just that good.
It was always a one-man army.
You just
even
tanked
as
that
a
shit.
one-armed man.
Despite
All right.
Predator's fearsome power and experience, Fett's versatility and
Heard of
arsenal
the
allowed
Predator.
him to
Ooh,
survive
that's
this
interesting.
hunt.
While Boba could crumple steel, the Predator could easily
Oh, they give
tear
Predator the
straight through
strength?
it,
Oh, wait,
making
no,
him
the
the
bomb,
stronger
yeah.
of the two.
But while the Predator could dodge laser beams, Fett could
Okay.
match Force users with near light speed reactions, making them similar in speed.
However, the major difference was durability.
While the Predators are definitely tough, Fett's Beskar armor covers more of his body, and would easily resist almost all of a Predator's arsenal.
Like the plasma caster, usually hot enough to blast a hole through anything. But you know what else is made of plasma? Lightsabers, which bounce off Beskar no problem.
Specialized tools like the plasma scythe with its ability
I will
to
mention
bypass
that
conventional
isn't it
matter
a
could
thing
manage to
where,
kill Fett with a few lucky hits.
where Boba
However,
Fett's armor
Fett's
isn't
jetpack
as
and long-range
pure
arsenal allowed him to fight
Beskar?
safely from a
Like
distance.
compared to like the
And Fed's kit
Mandalorian.
countered a lot of what Predator could do. His helmet's infrared could see past Pred's camouflage. His flamethrower messed with Pred's thermal vision, and nothing.
Wait, Hyper, get out of here.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
we're not-
We're not done.
I accidentally pinged him. I pinged him that we're done the fight, like he told us to.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Bolts of electromagnetic energy
Get out of
before
here.
Without short-circuiting.
That's not to say the
Hyper
Predator was
sucks.
totally outmatched. He had a lot of similar gear, and a peak Predator would have had centuries of combat experience backing him up. Way more than Boba.
However, Fett was generally trickier. Predators fight with a code of honor and rarely, if ever, employ dirty tactics.
While Fett isn't totally without honor, he still employs dirty tactics to win fair fights, and was more likely to outfox the Pred given the chance.
Of course, none of that would have mattered had the Predator taken them both out with his nuclear suicide bomb. At its epicenter, it would have been more than powerful enough to fry Fett. At its epicenter. The further away you are from the center of a blast, the less energy you're getting hit with.
Yeah,
This
man.
finally.
Boba only needed to get about 50 meters away before the energy he was tanking was only about as much as your average thermal detonator, which the Beskar can survive. And given the countdown lasts 40 seconds, there was more than enough time, especially with a jetpack. Hell, Arnie escaped the same
Time,
attack
huh?
just by sprinting.
But perhaps the most important
Oh, no, I'm
difference
just going
is the
back to the
scope
bad
of
humor,
their
huh?
prey. Xenomorphs are definitely deadly, but they're not quite as dangerous as a master force user who can read minds and throw starships around like they're made
This
of paper.
post-announce is a lot
Fett
longer than I thought it
was
would
Yeah.
be.
definitely prepared for anything the Predator could throw at him, even space magic. The Predator was as
again,
deadly and skilled as
my
they
only
come,
question
but
that I'm
Fett's
left
cunning,
with
arsenal,
is
and impenetrable
in
armor
regards to the
gave him the win.
Beskar and
Congrats to
purity.
Boba. Give him
Again,
a
I don't
hand.
think Boba's
wait,
armor is
he's
as
already
pure
got one.
as the
The winner
Mandalorian.
is Boba Fett. Hey,
Hmm.
if you want more death metal ASAP, why not grab a membership? You'll get exclusive
And
emotes.
I'm not-
We already
I'm
know
not
what this next one
so
is,
behind the
but
scenes. Just click that join
yeah,
button. Thanks for
here's
watching.
What?
we already know. Raiden returns and Jocelyn.
Death battle.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're all set with that.
Yep.
Cool to see. It's cool to see
So
Raiden
do we?
again.
So do we bring Hyper back in here now?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Okay.
Anyway, so, the fight.
It was good.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was lagging. It was kind of
Um,
lagging on my end.
it
But
was.
from what I
Yeah.
saw,
Oh,
it was
yeah?
really good.
It did look. It looked really cool.
It's really cool.
It did what I kind of wanted for the Predator, but also, and made Boba Fett actually a badass, which is
Yeah.
something that I feared would be something with something like that, is making the Predator actually seem like a terrifying force in there.
And again, I enjoyed it, but I don't think it was like outstanding or anything. I kind of wish that they altered the line at least a little bit. It's weird hearing
I thought
Boba
it
swear.
was great. I'm so glad.
Maybe.
It
I knew they were gonna do it probably.
Oh, when you said lineup, when you said switch the lineup, I thought you meant like the season lineup so far.
Oh, that's
Because
what I was
Oh
supposed
no.
Because I was about to say, yeah, I think it's a little weird. Because I think Scarlet Witch vs. Satana should have been episode 3, because I'm pretty sure that lines up a little better with Multiverse of Madness.
I mean, yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Well, I got it. I think it's kind of funny. I wouldn't consider this fight to really be mid-season finale worthy. Then again, it doesn't really matter since essentially Raiden versus Excalibur is the mid-season finale. At least practically speaking, even if it's a bonus episode.
Most mid-season finales have been too like mid-season finale-ish, I guess. Because last time
I mean, Link versus Cloud.
Link vs.
was-
Cloud is probably the exception to that rule, but even then you have stuff like She-Ra Wonder Woman for season 7. Season 6
That
half
is the
one?
episode of all time.
No. It is certainly the episode of all time. Yeah, there were
But even then, I would say it's pretty fitting. It's just that certain vibe that they have.
This one probably got the slot just for being 3D.
I mean, probably. It was probably
maybe,
something like
maybe it's because of 3D. Maybe it might have to do with
I guess that's the
maybe the
closest
Star
one
Wars
to line up. Okay,
Pretty
actually,
sure
it's not that
pretty
close
sure
to Prey, actually. Like, it's the closest they could get, I
Yeah.
guess. I will say,
Well,
I'm not really upset with Predator's portrayal, because the thing that I like about it isn't something they can really use in the fight.
what do you mean?
I like how, like, mysterious it is in the first movie, but you can't really do that in, like, a 3-minute fight.
I mean, yeah. Because they will literally have had an analysis describing exactly what he
Yeah.
is and what he can do. Again, I liked it, but I don't think it's really outstanding.
Not my favorite of the season, but I definitely liked it. This season so far
Yeah.
has been overall pretty all right.
They still don't have a bad
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. The season overall is really good in quality.
I have said this several times. I think the season has very consistently good quality. Even the ones that I like the least are still episodes I kind of like.
Yeah.
But like for this season in particular, while I do like the consistent quality, I would kill to have like a Dio versus Alucard equivalent.
Yeah.
Where
This season's like-
the episode just kinda,
Yeah.
where the episode just kind of outshines most of the others by a good
It's like
margin.
2 outstanding episodes from being a really good season.
If I'm being honest, I don't, like, really expect any of them to be outstanding. And that's maybe a little bit pessimistic to say. Outside of maybe the finale, because they usually save a good one.
Maybe.
Red Hulk versus Oscar.
Stop.
Oh, let's go, Darth. If you can hear it, that one's out to you.
Okay. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that as far as Raiden and versus Excalibur goes, it's pretty close so long as they don't use the country stuff for Excalibur.
The sandstorm feet was in fact bunk, as instead it was inflated. No, not bunk. It was the calc.
No, even if it was inflated, I would imagine it wouldn't get any lower than Raiden's stuff.
Yeah, no.
But that's the thing. I'm pretty sure Moza found a meteor feet.
For Excalibur, I assume. Yeah.
Like earth-shattering meteor.
Alright, yeah. But I honestly can't bring myself to root for Excalibur just because of the way Warframe tweeted about it, about the episode. What they said.
It's the sponsored. It's the sponsored
It's funny
episode.
that
You
it's
gotta.
sponsored. It's just the way they said it. Like, yeah,
I
I
wonder
wonder.
who's going to
We
win.
all know We all know which one's going to win.
I think that's more. I think that one's a lot more of a joke. A lot more of a joke.
I mean, yeah, it's a joke, but they really shouldn't make that joke considering Deathbell's history with that sort of controversy over the years. It just makes it look worse.
I still remember during the Outer versus Homelander days when when literally when the boys TV straight up said we're suddenly big fans of Nolan Gracie.
Yeah. Everyone agreed
trying
with
I don't
Omni-Man
think I
winning.
can fit the Armstrong joke.
Everyone agreed.
That's kind of what made the Homelander sweep thing kind of funny. Because we know.
But yeah, the difference between that and now is just the fact that it's just the fact that we've dealt with this before. And people will just be throwing around the bias argument if Raiden ends up losing. Just because they're literally sponsoring the episode. But
I can
anyway.
understand it. Yeah. But if they don't understand what the joke is, that's just on them.
You got proof that
That's
Death Battle's
my
biased?
opinion.
I'd like to see a source. My source is that I made it the fuck up.
That's a nice argument you got there, Mega. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Officer, I was just so busy playing League of Legends.
Are you
playing League of Legends over there?
Anyway. But yeah, if you guys like this video, you can like it. If you didn't, you can dislike. But either way, we'll see all of you in the next video. Oh, hey, this is here.
VR
Yeah.
horror game. I mean, I'd imagine it's on Rooster Teeth. Ruby's a Rooster Teeth property.
I mean, I
It'd be weird if it
guess.
wasn't.
I don't know. I was just thinking it was, I don't know, Crunchyroll thing? Is it Crunchyroll specifically? I don't even know. Anyway, Boba Fett vs Predator.